live on Instagram.
Good morning.
We're live on. Well, good morning. We're live on YouTube. And last but not least, we're live on X. Okay, should be top post on X. Get this. Sven, I'm gonna mute your mic.
Well,
I'm gonna mute it. I got it. Just be aware when I call you up. All right, let's go. Those sounds you are listening to are Nick 11. Show will begin at 9 o'clock.
Once you get it, once you get it, life, life.
Hi, Tarani. Good morning, everyone.
Once you get it, you get it. You wanna fuck it for life, for life.
The sounds you are listening to are Nickelodeon.
Take me higher. No need to talk, don't make a sound. Touch me. You're so sexy. Touch me. Oh, you're so sexy. Touch me. Touch me. So sexy.
Time alone when I am perfectly willing to give her everything she needs. I don't care about her past. I don't care what she's been through. I just wanna feel one night with good love, baby. That's all I wanna do. So baby, come right on over here to me. I know you don't want no commitments, baby. I just wanna set your body free. And I don't care what's going on in the night outside my door. I just wanna get your head right, baby. Give you all the love I got for sure. So baby, if you've got that feeling, you know I wanna give you that midnight healing. Oh, I just wanna make love to you all night long. Midnight healing, baby. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. All right. So, let me just do a quick sound check, make sure everything works right real quick. We're trying a couple new things and trying to stay on time. All right, we sound good. Yeah. Chuck. Come on, Facebook, don't mess with me right now. Give me my audio check. Ah, there we are. Okay. All right, y'all. I don't want to waste much time. Welcome to the Hour of Power, Super Community Edition show. You know what we do on Wednesdays? We always feature a community on HOP. This is from Super Community. You guys know Sketch, Shira. They run the Super Community Gallery. You guys got a chance to see that in the beginning. And so today's feature community is 23 artists. I don't want to take much time here. I want to get started right away. We're on a clock. So let me bring up our guests and let me make sure that we have everybody ready. Sven. You guys are about to meet Sven. All right, hang on one second. Let me make sure I got everything right. Everything's good. Yeah, we're good. Okay. There we go. Full. No. Main. No. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay. So today's featured community is 23 artists. I'm about to bring on the community leader right now. Okay, Sven, say hello to everybody.
Hi, Marc. Hello, everybody. Nice for bringing us up. We're so proud that we are part of your show and of the super community. Thank you so much for all you've done in the past and for today. And have a great show today, huh?
Yes, Sven. We're going to have an awesome show today. So welcome to the show. Welcome to HOP. I don't want to waste much time because you know we're all on a clock, but you're going to be back at the end of the show to chop it up a little after we get through everybody on our schedule. But right now, let's talk about you and your community. Some general questions, right? But maybe you can introduce yourself, introduce your community, talk a little bit about it. And, introduce us to you. And if there's anything that you need me to bring up, Sven, let me know. Or we can wait till the end and show everybody. Up to you. But why don't you take it from here?
Thank you, Marc. So my name is Sven. I'm the founder of Crypto Rabbits. I launched Web3 with my NFT PFP brand, the Crypto Rabbits, in 2021. I had some nice effects in the bull market. As you know, at the end of 21, the bull market goes down went down a little bit, and yeah, but we have a lot of fun since then. And in 2023, I founded the 23 Artists. So I expected, like I asked my friends and some of my kindest followers if they want to join, and I didn't expect it much, to be honest. My internal plan was like after 2 months or something about that, that about 20 artists will join. But after 1.5, about 2 weeks, I had more than 20 artists. Honestly, it was 23 artists actually we started with, and we had our first launch, our first collection on 5th on October last year. And the nice and kind space on X we had, and made some experiences and growth, but the trade volume was very good. We had about 1.5 thousand tethers on the first few days after 1 week, and launched, I think, place 3 on Object, on the trending collectives. And yeah, that's give us so much power that so many artists joined us until then, that we had 2 more drops since then, and now we are about 65 artists in our group. So it's growing, it's growing, it's growing. We're doing more and more and more, and have so much fun together. And yeah, and we were so proud to be part of your and the super community. So that's our history shortly.
Sven, let me ask you a question, right? It's you've been in the space for a while. You've created a community within this space, and I'm just curious from your perspective, right, and from your experience. You've taken a leadership role, and you developed a safe place for artists to come and get to know each other, learn. I'm just from your perspective, right? The entire community. You might be an artist, because I believe there's an artist in everyone. But some people in the community have decided that they would like to take a leadership role, a community leadership role. And I'm just, so from your perspective, right? Is this a different type of when you're in the NFT space, when you're in spaces, a lot of artists, I was just maybe, the inspiration from, maybe you could speak a little bit about what inspired you to create this community. Why did you think there was a need for it?
Thank you, Marc, for asking me. As I said, after the bull market ended in end of 2021, beginning of 2022, I saw many artists, many friends of mine were struggling a lot, that they were a little bit disappointed about their sales and getting connections to collectors, whatever. And I was thinking a lot, what can I give back to my community and to my fellow followers, because they have done so much for me. To be actually, I got about 40,000 followers from my Crypto Rabbits account, and I just want to give it back. And as me personally, as a self-employed graphic designer here based in Germany, I want to show the artists, because as when I see them struggling, they have problems to sell themselves, like the marketing wise. I want to give my plan is to give them back my support and my knowledge about doing marketing, how to build up a community, how to sell themselves better, in a better way, in a more communicative way. So I started, as I said, with about 23 artists, and show them, or until then I brought them some tools, like we built up a gallery, a 3D gallery, like Chris is doing. She's here today too, and give them tools and advices how to perform themselves better, like marketing wise, how to community, how to find partners in real life too, like normal brands or corporations, whatever, to work with, and yeah, that was my plan, and we are still working on it. We are still developing different things, but after all, it's hard for an artist because artists normally feel more with their heart and not working with their brain or with their mind. And I have to bring them. You have to understand the marketing tools to use for yourself as an artist to merge your emotions from your heart with your minds, by like setting up plans and giving them tools to work with, and how to reach goals for themselves faster and easier. And that was my main idea behind it.
So interesting, Sven, because you went in a direction that you know this is something I haven't heard through speaking through communities. That it seems like you focused in on something that artists have a terrible time with, right? Or don't like doing. I know I'm an artist, so me personally, you know, I know how I am with my art. I get a lot of messages. Why aren't you posting? Why aren't you putting up? You know, why aren't you minting stuff? And yeah, it's just you know, it's just, I love to create art, right? And then there's the marketing end of it. And I often say that you can have the best art in the world, but if nobody sees it, you know, how would anybody know, right? And so now it sounds like to me, 23 Artists has focused in on the marketing end and helping artists market their art and learn that side of it, which artists don't really, you know, folks, you know, artists don't really focus on that end. You know, you talk to a lot of artists, they don't even like posting on social media. So that's, you know, I could see where the inspiration and need has come from. I know that you guys have done a couple drops. I've seen your object where you've invested in artists. Maybe you could talk a little bit about what the community has done so far for artists and possibly maybe future plans. I know there's some stuff that you want to introduce to everybody. And we, you know, I want to get through the 6 artists next, but then towards the end of the show, I still invite everybody to hang in there. So Sven's going to come back. We're going to go over, you know, we're going to show everybody the 23 Artists website. We're going to show everybody their collection that they have going on and some new stuff planned. But before we show everybody that, and before we do, you know, the artists, Sven, why don't you talk a little bit about what the community has done so far, and, you know, possibly not only past plans and you know, successful events, but also future and what you have planned and thought for you know, to come. But here, why don't you take it over from there?
Yeah, as I think you, as I said before, we started our first collection on October 5th last year. It was like just to give, because as I said, the artists haven't known what they have to expect in our collective at the beginning, and I told them, okay, we're gonna make it more easy for you just to know what our plan is, what our ideas, what is about our collective. You can do artworks like with my bunny theme, like this, for example, to work with it, to do something different. You don't have to use the theme or the template, but or you can do something different with bunnies, with rabbits, just to give them a base they can work on. Because if they, to be honest, artists, they give them too much space, they do something totally different, and it doesn't make sense. Some go the lazy way. Oh, I've got something ready for you. Here it is. Let's go. So we started, and everybody delivered great bunny art. To be honest, And as I said, we had a lot of success with 1.5 thousand Tezos on our first drop. And half a year later, we had our second drop. It was right in the bear market and it doesn't work very well. It was called Back in Black. We had about like 500 or 800 Tezos of trade volume. It was good for them, but we at that time we had about 30, 35 artists in our collective. And the third drop was in June this year. It was called On a Sunday Morning. And it was very good. Again, it was about like 1.5 thousand Tezos again. We climbed up to place 2 on Object and Trending Collective. And as I said before, we are developing more because everybody has to know each other better and understand the idea behind my vision of where the collective has to go. It's give them more and more tools like doing video trailers for each artwork or doing GIF animations with each artwork the artist can use for their own promotion, because it's important for me that's not I'm the one who's doing the promotion. Everybody has to be involved in it to come together as a community, as a collective, as a more or less like a family, and understand the idea behind each drop. And they have to feel it. If they don't feel the idea or the vision behind it, they won't be successful. The whole collective won't be successful. And I'm the one who brings everybody together to motivate everybody with my support and my work. And yeah, tomorrow we can talk about this later at the end of the show. Tomorrow we have our next drop. It's called On an Island. There's about 65 artists, as I said. And this time we had booked a billboard trailer today in Times Square, New York. So that is a big step for us, for everybody. So excited, and that's my idea behind it, that getting people being excited, feeling what is our collective is about, and bring them together to. And right now I see it on Twitter or X. They are spamming Web3 so much because they are so excited of tomorrow's drop, and some of them they will meet each other in Times Square today just to celebrate it because they are living in New York over there and then wants to see it live and in action. So yeah, as you see, for each drop we making climbing up a ladder or something like that, calling like this and bringing new artists. There are some artists who wants to join us, and then there are some GBR. She connected one. He wants to be in our collective, and then that's makes me motivate myself. I'm supporting the collective with my work and my knowledge, and money-wise too, because there has to be someone who has to pay for the bills. Say easy as it is, but it's I love it. It's an honor to support the artists, to give them something back. And yeah, that's our plan for until tomorrow, and we'll see what will happen after that.
Okay. Sven, just so I make sure that I have the timeline right. When did you say it was Crypto Rabbits, right? When did you say you launched that?
I launched it in August 2021.
Okay.
And I expected nothing. I said it was formally the theme or the template was made for a streetwear brand, because I'm working a lot in the textile branch, and I wanted to bring out my own collective, but there was the people weren't so enthusiastic. So I said, okay, put it back under the desk, and I started in end of 2020 with cryptos or the crypto market, and a few months later I came into the NFT market and said, oh, that could be possible to launch my rabbits, and Yeah, and it started very well. It took a time, like 3 or 4 months, until I made the first sale, and I wanted to give it up, to be honest. But I told her I never surrender. I know there's some space for my bunnies, and until then it shoot like a rocket, and I had a lot of success, a lot of fun too, but a lot of success, and then but it ended up in mid 2022, something like that. So like sales went down, but I'm not disappointed about it. That's how it works. That's how it goes. So we have to make
Well,
this next step.
so Sven, something interesting, right? You were here 2021, right? And so that was a very strong financial period for the NFT world and art and crypto and just PFP projects. You clearly saw that, right? You saw everything that was taking place, the energy, decided to put a collection out. The collection seems like it did very well. And then you had the idea that you wanted to give back to the artists. So fascinating. One of the things that I find interesting is that you had the chance to grab your bag and run or build for yourself, but instead, not necessarily in a bull market, but in a bear market, because when the entire place went bare and everybody cut out and left, you decided to hang around and support the artists that were really hanging in there. Maybe you could talk a little bit about that time period, right? Because it seems like you have an interesting perspective of where you had the ability to cut out and bounce with your profit, but you didn't. You decided to hang around and put that profit back into the NFT community. And not only that, but you decided that you're going to create this collective, this community. You're going to support artists, help artists with marketing, and then, bring artists to the next level in their career, or as far as whatever artist decided to hang around and still commit to a very bear market. So maybe you could talk a little bit about that time period, because where a lot of people have left, you have stayed. And not only did you stay, but you financially invested into a market that was consistently going down. So you had to see something, right? Something, yeah. Nobody, you sound like a very smart individual to me when it comes to marketing. It sounds like you have a lot of marketing experience as far as when it comes to art. So you saw something out there that kept you interested, kept you inspired, and you decided, hey, I'm going to still stay here and invest. So I'm just kind of curious, what was it that you saw that made you decide to do that?
I think it has something to do with my parents, to be honest. It's like they always told me you have to be supportive, you have to be there for other people. For example, when I studied graphic design and art when I was young, like 19, I was leading a baseball club here in Germany. And baseball is very small here in Germany. It's not like huge like in the US. And I told the club, okay, now we call it president. I'm your president now, and I'm gonna bring you up to the first division. And they played in Division 3 or no 4 was it? And I said, yeah, you're right. And so like I do today, to put in all my heart, all my energy, I did it that time for the baseball club too. And after 6 years, we played in Division 1 for 5 or 6 years. After that, I have to work too much, so I have to quit. And when I started the NFT market and launched the collective, the same. Like I have my own vision, but I want to share it with the artists within the collective. And I'm a very supportive and heartful person and private, and I want something different beside my daily work. The marketing, as you might know, the marketing branch is it's cold and it's always only about money and views and efficiency and whatever. But the art market is for your heart, and you have to merge it like with your mind, with your heart, and the artists have to understand it. And I want to help them to understand it, to merge your mind with your heart. You use yourself, or not use yourself, but treat yourself as a brand. The value is not your art first, your value is yourself, is you as an artist, you as a person, and that's what they have to see. And I think most of them, they understand it step by step by step. It's very small steps. I don't have $1 million to put into the collective and make everything possible. That's not the idea. That makes it easy for the artist, because they have to work with me as I have to work with them. My value is their value, and that's how I see it.
So Sven, we have a lot of similarities. I also coached a flag football team for 5-6 years. I got them to the playoffs. We didn't do as good as I had hoped. I was hoping that we would have taken that chip, but maybe if there was a third year. But so we, and then as far as the artists and marketing, graphic design, so I feel like we have a lot more in common than we actually know. We're getting a little tight. We got about 5 minutes before we bring on our first artist. There's a lot of love in this community, in the NFT art world, digital collectible community. And as you've said many a times, artists are very emotional about their work, right? But at the same time, art is a business. And you do have to understand the business side of it, which is you've decided to become an artist. So now you are a brand. Your brand has to start generating traffic, money, especially to some sort of revenue, so that you could build as an artist and not only eat and survive. This community, the digital collectible NFT community, as it grows, as these exchanges grow, certainly seems like it's providing a lot of opportunity for a lot of different artists in a lot of different ways. Not to mention that how many artists ever thought that their art would be shown in all of these digital boards, from Times Square to, everywhere. Every place that has a Times Square now has the ability to show everyone's art. And the people who are in the lead have the ability to figure out how to do the right business to get that art on those boards. And then that brings eyes to the art and vision to the art. Really quick, before we jump to our next artist, because I know there's a lot of we have a few more things to talk about, which will come back towards the end of the show, and we'll close up with the show. But would you say you probably saw a lot of artists leave, you probably saw a lot of projects leave, a lot of communities leaders leave, and it kind of feels like we're about to enter a bull market, or perhaps the bull market has begun. What are your thoughts on, everybody coming and going? It's there's the ones that stayed and stuck it out, right? And then there's the ones that came and gone. And you've probably seen a lot of this. You have any thoughts on any of that as far as, from a community perspective?
As you mentioned, I saw so many people, so many projects come in and already left again, and they hyped themselves so much. I told them, let's do it slowly, but do it continuously. You have to grow. Not like from zero to hero. That's not possible. It's possible in the entertainment market, maybe, but it's not possible on NFT or Web3 market, or you have to put in millions of dollars. Then you're gonna make it easily. But as I say, and already said before, my aim is to grow continuously, steadily, but slowly. I have to, because new artists coming in, I have to put them by their hands and introduce them to our collective, to our vision. And that's my advice for the community. Stay honest, stay kind, stay supportive, but stay yourself. Then you're gonna make it in Web3. You don't have to play any games or any roles. And I know so many people who offered me a lot of money to work for them or whatever. They said, yeah, it's a scam. No, it's not a scam. Maybe it's not a scam, but no, I have my own vision, my own idea, and that's from the bottom of my heart. And that's why I work for these amazing artists. Not only this 6 year, all the 65 we have in our collective right now, and that's my advice for the whole Web3 community. Maybe I'm an old school guy, whatever, but be honest, be kind, be supportive, be yourself.
Sven, it sounds like you found a home. And I often say this as well, that I have found a home as well. We are at that point where I would like to start bringing on the artists and featuring their artworks, Sven. So if it's all right with you, we'll come back to you. We have all the new stuff that we have to talk about. We're going to show everybody the website, the Adobe flyer, and the graphic and everything as far as your future plans. But I appreciate you coming on, giving a brief introduction, and we're going to jump to our first artist now, and we'll be back to talk to you in a little bit.
Thank you so much for your support, and I appreciate a lot what you're doing. I've seen many interviews of you, and I'm so proud to be part of your show and the super community. And well done. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sven. I love art and I love artists. I share the same perspective as you. I've had that moment in life where I've had lots of issues as an artist, and then through experience I felt like that I could help out, right? And so here we are with the show 6 months later, and bringing attention to artists. All right, our first artist up, she has actually been a guest on 2 of our shows already. She's been a guest on AI, where she showed everyone how she painted and her techniques. She introduced everybody to that. She also was a guest on one of our Hour of Powers, and she got a chance to talk to everybody and introduce herself. And what a great show. She's probably one of the most prepared women that I have met. But I don't want to take up any of her time, because I know every single word is accounted for and timed. So let's get going. Pantea, welcome back to HOP Super Community Edition. Say hello to everybody. Pantea, you need to come off mute.
Hi.
Hi, Pantea.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's all right.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. Thank you very much. I am very happy to here with you and all of my friends for the first time. And it's an honor to speak with you, dear Marc, again. I'm grateful to my dear Crypto Bunny, or my dear Sven, for this opportunity in the 23 artist community. And thankful to my dear Sketch and dear Shira for this incredible Super Community 6 exhibition.
So, Pantea, real quick, maybe you could do a quick introduction and just introduce everybody to yourself and talk a little bit about your art.
Of course. For those who don't know me, I am Pantea, and I will be turning 41 in 3 days. And I am a pharmacist who has a deep love for art. Since childhood, I always wanted to paint, but unfortunately, lives passed, and my family's desire for me to become a doctor didn't give me that opportunity. Last year, I decided to start learning on my own. Exactly on my birthday, I gave myself a training class as a birthday gift. If I want to be honest, I never thought that I would improve so much after 1 year. And I began with Photoshop, collage. I create mixed media paintings, printed them on canvas, and then turned them into physical pieces with texture, colors, and gemstones. One of the examples of my artworks in behind me, and we had one show about it before. And gradually, I became familiar with AI, exploring short movie production and music creation. I have been active in the NFT space for nearly. I think 11 months, and 9 months ago, I founded an AEW community with several Iranian women artists. I participated in a lot of exhibition in Turkey, Mexico, Melbourne. My arts have been selected several times in many open calls. Thanks to my dear Sven, one of my artworks was displayed at the Avita exhibition in New York almost 1 month ago. And thanks to the One Love community, another piece will be shown in Times Square next month. And to date, my work has been featured twice in Aguilar magazine. I had a lot of interviews with you and dear Fernand, dear John Romeo. Of course, I must say that this whole path was opened for me with your first interview. And I am always grateful to you. I currently working as a judge in a Web3 Awards, collaborating with a large team, and these are all honor I have achieved in just 11 months. And that's a brief intro about me, dear Mark.
Okay. Thank you very much, Pantea. Now we have a piece of art, right? I'm gonna bring that up. Give me 1 second to bring that up, Pantea. I'm gonna come over here to the computer. Let me full guest screen. There we go. All right. Nope. Full title art. There we go. All right, give me 1 second, Pantea. Now, Pantea, you have a work of art that was submitted. I believe the name of it was Motherly Love. We're going to bring that up for everyone to see. Give me 1 second just to bring all of that up. Okay, let me F11 this. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Okay, Pantea, next to you right now is your artwork, Motherly Love. And maybe you can tell us a little bit about this work of art. You know what? Before you start, let's play it for everyone. It's 14 seconds. It's a video piece, correct? Let's just play it for everybody. Okay, Pantea, Motherly Love. Let's talk about it. Go ahead.
Thank you, dear Mark. If I were to talk about my artwork in the SUPERCOMMUNITY 6 exhibition, Motherly Love, held in collaboration with the One Love community, as you know, the theme was love, and it coincided with my mother's birthday. I created this piece in honor of my mother. You know, a mother's love for her child never ends, and it's unconditional, without limit, and she's always willing to make sacrifices for them. My mother is a very strong, wise, and forward-thinking woman who dedicated her youth to my sister and me. I lost my father 24 years ago, and she raised us alone and with difficulty. I'm very happy to be in position where I can repair even a small part of her love. In my opinion, this is the most beautiful symbol of love that I had to depict. The piece found its new home at an auction, and I'm grateful to my dear Favidal. You know her. She is a fabulous person who collected it at that time. And this art created with collage, Photoshop, and AI. Then I added some motion to it. That's all.
Okay. Thank you, Pantea.
Yo,
Hang on one second while I move everything back to position. All right, there we go. There we go. Screen. All right. Okay. Pantea, um, really quick. Maybe you can let everyone know, right, as an artist, where they can find you, where they can see more work, where they can check you out. What's the best way to reach out to you as an artist? I also know that you run a community, which is interesting as well. Which your community will be on this show soon enough. But how can artists and everyone reach out to you?
uh, You know, dear Mark, I am very active on Instagram, and where, as you know, I share information about NFTs with Iranian women artists who may not know much about NFT. I also have a Telegram channel where I share educational videos. I'm active on Hog, participate in many open calls there, and I sell my artworks on object and foundation base. And I have shared my artworks in Curate and Deca. On Twitter, I am so active and I'm always ready to help and always respond. Even thought I only sleep 3 hours every day. I truly enjoy what I am doing, and I'm always online.
Okay. All right. So Panthea, you know, maybe we can end this with a little bit about maybe you could say some inspirational words to all the other artists that are out there. I know that you are a very inspirational person when it comes to spaces. You're always motivating. You're always pushing other Iranian women and artists to take the next step, kind of leading that forefront. But you seem to be a very positive and a very extremely motivational artist as well as leader. So maybe you can end this little maybe you could end this little presentation of your piece of art with some inspirational words for all the other artists out there. Maybe people, maybe women, Iranian women who are just learning about the market, or just women in general who are artists and really not sure where to turn or what to do. And yeah, why don't you take it from here, Pantea?
Okay, thank you, Mark. As a small member of the big words Web3, if I were to offer some inspiring words to artists, I would say never give up and don't let anyone stop you. Focus on your goals and do what makes you happy. Art is the one thing that brings peace to your soul. So pursue it no matter what. Fight, be creative, and create. Remember, we are all like a family and we need to help each other because we can't grow alone. Um, that's it, dear Mark.
Okay, Pantea. I would have asked you a couple of questions about the art, but I appreciate you being so prepared for this little segment. Pantea, I want to say congratulations to you on your exhibition with SUPERCOMMUNITY, 23 artists, the collective. And I want to congratulate you on the display with Sketch and Shira. And to me, whenever your art is displayed, it's a win. So I just want to say congratulations. Thank you very much for joining us on the show. I appreciate your preparation for everything, and it's top notch, Pantea. So you are always so prepared, and you never let me down. So thank you very much, and congratulations.
Thank you for taking the time for me, dear Mark. Sorry if I couldn't understand some of your words. As a small member of the 23 artist community, I would like to thank my dear Sven once again for this opportunity. And you know that our community space AEW is on Wednesday. So with your permission, I need to start it. I love you very much, and I will see you again on November 27 as a founder of AEW. Thank you for everything you do to support artists and help them gain visibility. Love you so much. Love all of you, my family in 23 artists. Love you so much. Bye bye. Have a great time.
Thank you, Pantea. Thank you very much. All right, Pantea's gotta go. Chop, busy woman. She's got a space that she runs on Wednesdays. So she took some time out and postponed that space so that we could, so that she could actually be part of this, which is super important to 23 artists and Sketch, Shira, the whole super community. So we appreciate you taking out your time and also pushing back your show for our show. So thank you very much, Pantea. We really appreciate it. Okay. So you guys got a chance to see Pantea. And now for our next artist up. Hang on 1 second while I bring up our flyer. There we go. All right. So for those that don't know, this is our second time broadcasting to IG, and I will just make this note right now that we're a little new on IG. I'm still trying to figure out the vertical broadcasting format. So for everybody watching on IG, have patience. It takes a little time to get this stuff right, but we appreciate you all tuning in. Our next artist up, JBR Visuals. We're going to bring JBR on. Hang on a second. Let me set everything up. Make sure that we're good. JBR. Where is my mouse? Where is my mouse cursor? When you have 3 screens, it's almost there we go. All right. When you have 3 screens, JBR, it can get a little confusing. Hang on, let me make sure everything's good.
I completely understand that.
Sometimes I lose my mouse. Say hello to everybody, JBR.
Hi, everybody. I'm JBR, and my business is JBR Visuals. I just want to tell you really quickly, this is kind of a funny thing. So JBR are the initials for, I was asked about 25 years ago, what would your porn star name be? I was like, what does that mean? How do you derive a porn star name? And so the person said, well, if you remember the name of your very first pet on the very first street that you lived on. I'm like, oh, wow. So Jane Bellou Rue. So Jane Bellou Road. So that's JBR. I live vicariously through a porn star that is non-existent.
Well, this porn star is creating art right now. So, JBR, let me really quick, right? Take a couple minutes, introduce yourself, talk about you, your art, and introduce yourself to the crowd, JBR. Go ahead.
All right. Okay. So here we go. Okay. So after saying that, I need you to know that man, my life is really good, and I have to preface this. My life is really good. I'm a married woman, and I'm married to a very kind and very funny, gentle man, and he and I laugh upon awakening throughout the day because we both work in our home, and we always end the night with a laugh. So I just want to state that because it's really important that all of you understand and know where I'm at today is not where I was in this journey. Having said that, growing up in a home marked by violence, I hate to say it, it was not coincidental that I found a hiding space within creativity. The beginning of my story is of true deep sadness. I was 14 years old when I was thrust into a world filled with unknowns, having to fend for myself by working 5 different jobs to stay in school, to pay for a rented basement house in a place in California. I wasn't prepared for that, and I should not have been prepared for any of that. So when deciding, when deciding upon social issues to address, I just reflect on the causes that resonate deeply with me. So I believe that authenticity is crucial in all of the work that I create. And I believe that with anything that stirs a sense of urgency within me, usually like racial and gender inequality or equality, environmental justices, mental health is a huge thing behind most of my work. The list is vast, right? I mean, we can pick any organization to sort of throw money at. That's pretty much me, or throw art at it, or create behind it. So um, I think that in paying close attention to current events and how they intersect with ongoing struggles for justice, not only broadens implications, but also personal stories behind statistics. So why am I telling you all of this? Well, I think that you need to know this because this is truly important to understand the human being, me, JBR, behind all of the work that I seem to create daily. I work in AI, both visually and musically. I started my journey at the age of 14 as a musician. So it makes total sense to combine the two and create what I like to think of as animated little short musicals or animated music videos. So just a quick aside as well about AI. I love I love to state this everywhere and anywhere that I go that AI is definitely not the villain. It's not out to destroy artists. I think that it's a tool in which we can use it to enhance the creativity, to get there faster, to perhaps eliminate the need for storyboards and story moods, to perhaps not have to sketch out ideas, but to perhaps just get to it faster, and then add modifications along the way, not relying solely on AI. But that's just that's just me. This is how I work, and I hope that the impact of my work conveys, us on a level of social multifaceted levels, in a hope to evoke an emotion. Yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for asking.
No worries. So JBR, listen, we have your artwork here, right?
Yep.
And I want to bring that up. Give me a second.
All right.
I'm going to bring that up next. I should have had it over here. Okay, 23 artists. So JBR, you have Supper at Alfred's. This was your work of art, right? Hang on. Let's play it for everyone right now. Let me change up the screens for a second. Let me get everything right. Okay, there we go. And let me shuffle this. So bring this small. There we go. All right, now I'm going to bring this next to you. Okay, we have Supper at Alfred's. Okay, so before you start, let's play this for everybody. Let's all get this. All right, let me bring this back. Where we go. Oh, man, this doesn't let you restart it, huh? Okay, let's go. We'll watch it. Come on, timer. I guess. All right. I didn't realize object. Oh, is it object? Is this on wait, where are we at? Foundation. I didn't realize foundation didn't let you reset. Hang on, let me get this going. Hang on.
Oh, that's fun.
Alfred cat, Alfred cat, Alfred cat, Alfred cat, Alfred, 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 cat, 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 meow, 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 meow. Alfred, Alfred cat, Alfred cat, Alfred cat, Alfred cat.
Did we lose sound?
No, you can't hear it.
Okay, good. All right, very good. Should I just talk about it?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm going to cut the sound out. I'm going to let it continue to play. But why don't you talk about your work of art? Yes.
Okay, so what's funny about this, after the entire spiel that I just gave you about, social, the need for to speak out freely about socialized situations and racial issues and gender inequality or equality or just equality and freedom for now the United States of America. This piece absolutely doesn't represent any of that I just indicated. The funny thing about this work is it's actually a part of a collection entitled Alfred's World, in which an exotic short-haired cat exists, and he's a blue cat who is a cosmic ball player and has a zebra for a pet. So the wild thing is that I wrote a song, and the song sort of took over in terms of the graphic for the designs for Alfred. And so the lyrics, I'm just going to read to you the lyrics to the song because I think it's really cute. And it kind of plays upon what Supper at Alfred's is all about. So here we go. So Alfred is a cosmic ball player, has a zebra for a pet who is his rare slayer, placing bets in his circus, trying to get his thrill for a new beheaded dolly because his old one, she's a pill. Rotate one in, then one out. That's how we get great pets. Kibble on the nibble, no regrets. Where's the catnip? Alfred meows a cosmic call. Zebra, did you take it? You got to get your own ball. A's whiskers are twitching. The only thing moving, music keeps spinning. While the dolly is a groovin', we make great pets. Don't ask us for much. Pay as you leave the circus. Don't forget your clutch. So that's the rap song for Alfred. So so most of I think I mentioned this earlier. Most of my inspiration comes from laying down musical lyrics first, and then the music, and then all of the graphics for the animations. This work, Separate Alfred's, she was actually she sort of represents my idea of Alfred's girlfriend. She's a pink, short-haired exotic, and the fun thing about this piece of work was this was my first actual frame-by-frame animation, where it's something like 82 frames to make the apple drop from the apple tree and the banana drop from the sky. So this was the very first time that I was able to experiment with elements like that and really learn more about the dynamics of how when you break something apart digitally, how that actually moves on screen, and how that I think that the trying part of this was to connect it to the music. I mean, the the song for this particular piece is just Alfred, 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 cat, 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 cat. But even with just those words, it seemed to me like the beat had to work with the drop of the animation. So it was truly fun making this work happen, and I'm so happy that it made it into this showcase. And yeah, and Sven, thank you so much for seeing the fun in this piece. And gosh, after I just want to say this really quickly too. After hearing Sven talk about how this collective started, I have so much mad respect for you, and I think that you are what the world needs. More of people like you. You are what the world needs. What we all need right now is love, sweet love. And I'm not kidding. We all need love, patience, and kindness. And when you were talking about how this collective came about, it just it it brought tears to my eyes, because it's so important to be heard, to be talked about, through kind patience and tolerance, and to just be able to, help one another, because that's how this thing works. I mean, you can do things by yourself, but isn't it a better space when you have like-mindedness with you, working through these every facet of life, right? It's so important, and you get that, and I just adore you. You're a great human being.
JBR, we have to keep an eye on time.
Okay, let's go.
I have so many questions, and believe it or not, the 15 minutes has come and gone. So we have to get to our next artist. But before we do, can you please let everybody know how they could reach out to you, how they can find you, and maybe a couple inspirational, quick words?
Yeah, absolutely. 5 seconds. X, post something huge on my X wall, because I won't answer to DMs because there's too many scams behind the DM. So, and make sure that you eat one cookie a day. That's it.
Is there any type of specific cookie?
No, just eat a cookie. Just eat one cookie a day. I promise you, your world will be so much better after you eat that cookie.
Okay, that's a very inspirational words, JBR. I want to take a minute to say congratulations on your exhibition of Alfred's, Supper at Alfred's with Super Community. I'm a big fan of the whole Super Community sketch. I just love everything that they're doing. And I love all the artwork that's made it to the walls. And so, I want to congratulate you on that. And thank you for being part of the show. I had so many questions, but I'm not even going to get a chance to ask one of them. So hopefully in the future, I possibly will return to HOP for more questions. But till then, I want to say thank you and congratulations on your exhibit.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, JBR. Okay, guys. In case you didn't notice, a lot of emotions in artists, a lot of emotions in art. Our next artist up is Chris. I'm just going to set this up for a second. Give me a second while I set this up. Make sure I got everything going. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. Our next artist up is Chris Slam. We're going to bring her on now. Let's go. Chris, say hello to everybody.
Hi, Marc. Such a pleasure to be here. Yeah, I'm so happy, and hearing you all, it's such a pleasure. And the bunny, who is a Sven for me, he's such a sweetheart, and he's doing such a great job. And I'm happy I'm part of this. And yeah.
Chris, real quick, why don't you take a couple minutes and talk about you, talk about your art, introduce yourself to everyone. And how about we start there?
I'm a Brazilian Canadian artist. I've been doing art since about 20 years ago or more. I'm also an art historian. I love to write, and I moved from Brazil to Canada to a very small city. So I discovered NFTs. In the city, there was nothing. And that's how I stayed connected to what I love the most, which is art. And this space gave me so many opportunities. One of them is being in the 23 Artists Collective. The other one is I write to Aguilar NFT and Art and NFT magazine. And that's one of my childhood dreams, to be a writer. And 3 months ago, I moved to Toronto, which gives me even more opportunities to be closer to art. And now I'm doing, I went back to university. I'm taking, it's not it's just continuing studies of creative writing. And yeah.
So, Chris, quick question: how do you what is your how do you create your art?
I learned lots in school, so I'm actually a traditional artist. And when I started in the Web3 space, I had to learn digital art, which I didn't know. I learned a little bit, like I said, more than 20 years ago. It was like a little bit of Photoshop, and I couldn't remember anymore. So I just had to learn all over again. But I'm looking forward to an AI. I use a lot of AI art in my art. And but I'm now looking forward for going back to traditional. And I mix everything. So yeah, I've been exploring. I think it's super important to explore. You always learn and you always grow with that. Sometimes it's a bit hard, especially when you have a blank, like I usually go searching new medias. Once I had a big block, I went to do, that was before NFTs, sewing. So I did wonderful work with that. And yeah, I'm a big explorer of mediums. That's what I like.
Okay. So, Chris, we're going to jump over here to the computer. We're going to bring up your piece of art that has been a part of the Super Community Gallery. Give me 1 second just to bring that up. Let me shrink this. Let me bring this back to full screen, full guest screen, full. There we go. Okay. All right. Let me bring this over. Okay, very good. I should have probably had this ready. All right, let's just this. Okay, so Chris, toxic love. I'm about to bring this up. Hang on. All right, there we go. All right. I have toxic love next to you.
Toxic love? No.
Oh, sorry, sorry, Chris. Superheroes. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
Yeah, my bad. It was the two first names. I wasn't paying attention.
That's not the one either.
I got fooled by that. Hang on, let me.
That's the one.
Okay, so we have superheroes next to you, and why don't you talk a little bit about this work of art?
Yeah. So the theme was love. So and for this exhibition, so I brought this up because it's totally about love. that's a picture of my brother and I, younger, playing in the park. And I actually have a little poem. Can I read it?
Yes, absolutely.
Um, a long time ago, I felt like a superhero. It wasn't a red cape, but I felt I could really fly. My brother was Batman. I didn't even know who Robin was. Behind the camera was the biggest superhero of them all, my dad. Every Sunday morning, he would wake up and take us, energetic kids, to a new adventure. Either at the park, biking to a new newspaper stand, or to eat ice cream somewhere. It was our special time together, repeated over and over again every Sunday. Always generous, enjoying his Sunday morning with us. I will always remember how important he made me feel and how important this is to me. Life is teaching me now to be my own hero. He taught me well. End poem. So my dad is gone now, but he will always be in my heart, and I think that's like a piece I made for him, and it's also a piece of the collective. The theme was on a Sunday morning, so it just brings me memories. Sunday mornings, and yeah.
You guys are going to get me choked up this show. You guys are working on me. Guys going to make me bust into tears. Um, there is just a lot of emotion going on in this show at the moment. Okay, Chris,
Yeah.
this is so I know you mentioned AI, but is it this AI and photo manipulation and digital art and collage art, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, I mix everything, and this picture was in an old album. I had to, fix it a bit. In the end, I just overlaid, but I fixed it all, and yeah. And behind us, it's funny. This park is a big park in São Paulo, and that's a place where really huge exhibitions take place. It's called Oca, and I remember so well, like people going up. We didn't have many rules back in the day. So people would go up this building and just chill.
Okay. Um, Hang on one second, Chris. Let me get you back to full screen here for a sec. While I do this. All right, there we go. Double screen. All right. Let me move this back. All right. Chris, really quick, since we are getting close to that time, why don't you take a minute or two and let everybody know the best way to contact you or find you, as far as, as anybody wants to reach out to you as an artist. It sounds like a little bit of a writing artist is coming into fruition. But how can everybody find you, reach out to you, and contact you, see more of your art?
I think by my looking at my link tree, my website is under construction. And I'm always on X, so I'm a pretty open person. I do lots of spaces. So yeah, just reach out. It's easy.
Okay. Chris, real quick before we move on, maybe you have a couple quick inspirational words for other artists out there. Maybe it seems like we're about to hit a bull market, and I feel like some of that bull will be flowing through the NFT market, which will give it a bolt of juice, and you know how that works. Everybody starts pouring in. So there'll be a whole brand new collage of new artists and people jumping in and trying to figure out what's going on for the first time. Maybe a couple quick inspirational words or some thoughts, maybe something you'd want to share with other artists watching right now. Why don't you take it from there, Chris?
I think you should do what you love. You have to persist. Um, and you can get overflowed with so much information on X, right? So don't forget about your own health. Never forget about that. I'm a big advocate for mental health. So yeah, those are my words.
Okay. Chris, so I want to say thank you for coming on the show. I want to say thank you for taking part of this show. I know not jumping on with camera was your plan, but you made an adjustment mid-show, and I want to thank you for that because I think it is going to pay off heavily for you. And I know it's not easy for everybody to jump on camera, but you know I appreciate you doing that for the show. And great job. And congratulations on your exhibition and your piece of art with the Super Community Gallery and an awesome 15 minutes on the show. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Thank you so much, Mark. This is such a wonderful program, and good job for you too.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. I think we all are here, you know, doing what we love to do, right? So I think it shines when you see somebody, you know, being part of this, because I feel like all artists have these feelings, and it's so there's not really a space where we can all communicate until now, and you know, it's a good thing. So I appreciate you and congratulations on your exhibition.
Thank you. And one last thing, which is about the 23 artists also.
Sure, go
Help
ahead.
each other. We always help each other, you know. We each of us does a little, and doing a little, you help the whole group, you know. Lift each other up always.
Awesome. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate your words of encouragement. I think if the whole community felt this way, there would be no stopping it, you know. And I do get that feeling from everyone. All right, Chris, I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, guys. So you just heard from Chris. That was Chris Land, talking about her work of art. Our next artist up is Zet. Hang on one second while I bring her up. Where is Zet? Do we have Zet?
I'm here.
Okay. Oh, here we are. Okay. Okay. I gotcha. Still, I got it. Hang on. All right, there we go. Okay. Let me get over here. Zet. Say hello to everyone, Zet.
Hello, Mark. Hello, everyone. Have a great morning to everyone who's listening. Also,
Okay.
it's
Nope. Go ahead.
it's a pleasure to be here. I'm having mixed feelings right now, nervous, excited, but it's also a great honor to be here. This is actually my first stint in speaking on a space and with Marco, Mauro, sorry, and that's why I'm nervous.
It's all right, Zet. You're going to be fine. How about we start off with possibly, so this is the first time speaking, huh? How about we start off with a little bit about you, right? Why don't you tell us a little bit about you, your art, and how this whole thing started?
Okay, so a bit about me. I go by STL Illustrations, my artist name. The STL is actually my initials. I started as a traditional physical hobby artist since many years ago, since I was young. Mostly I dabble in oil, acrylic, and pastels. And from physicals, at a certain point, I shifted to digital because it became more convenient for my time, especially when I was in college working and, you know, when I had a family and everything. Uh, I used to work with Photoshop and Illustrator before, but now mainly I do my art on Procreate. And here I am now in Web3 and NFTs for a bit over a year, and also trying to explore AI. About my art, Well, I have different styles in art. I don't have like a one style because I get easily bored and I like to explore and experiment. And for those who follow my art, I love doing colorful art. I love textures. I think there's so much negativity already in this world, that I want to do more, something more colorful, bring more beautiful works for people to see, to bring more beauty to the world through art. So that's why I love creating colorful pieces. And my big influences on my art are music, and I also like whimsical and fantasy themes. Basically, that's it.
Okay. Zet, question. It sounds like you made the transition from physical to digital, right? You said convenience of time. But was it the NFT world, the digital collectible world? Was it this art world that inspired that?
No, actually, I shifted to digital even way back in 2005.
Oh.
I took some digital art course, and I found that it was actually more convenient, and I loved working with computers. I'm actually a computer science graduate. So when I discovered that art can be created digitally, it was like I loved it. I love doing it, and I realized like I can carry it. Like it's more easier to set up. I don't have to bring a lot of or set up a lot of paints or everything. Although I miss doing traditional and physicals.
You beat me to my next questions. For someone who's never spoke on Spaces, you're beating me to my questions. Go ahead.
Yeah, I do miss doing physical because it's a different level. There's this different connection when it comes to the feel of paint, the feel of the brush, the smell of turpentine, the smell of linseed oil. I mean, those things you can't sense or feel those in digital. But then, I'm not a full-time artist. I was a hobby artist, more of a hobby artist. Art is more like an escape for me. So I can only do it when I have free time. So that's why I found digital to be more convenient.
Zet, I think we're at that point where we should maybe introduce them to your work of art. You ready?
Okay.
All right. Give me a second to bring this up and switch everything around. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let me bring you down. There we go. All right. Bring this up. Okay. 23. Oh, 23. This. Okay. STL. Okay. Zet. Love Connects. Hang on. I got to bring up the right one. I have it on Exchange, right? Correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So your piece of art is next to you right now. We have Exchange up. The piece that you had submitted to 23 artists was Love Connects. Made its way to the SUPERCOMMUNITY 06 gallery. Why don't you talk a little bit about it and how you created it?
Okay. Actually, the thing about this piece was I was actually thinking of doing a third piece in this style because I had already two artworks of a similar style, and I didn't even know yet about the Super Community Linked by Love event. But I was already starting on this one, and then when I learned about the Super Community event through the 23 Art Collective, and the theme was linked by love, I took time to finish this on time and submitted it to Sivan because I thought the theme was perfect for it. The piece is actually about how things that matter to us in this world, like your family, friends, even our the hobbies, passions are, they're like all connected to us by love. So, and even beyond time and space, I think love still connects us, even with like the people that are dear to us. And the style is, I did it in a style, in an abstract style, because it's like it's a mess, but then I like to convey like it's a mess or an abstract, but still there's kind of like beauty in the colors in it. So
I,
that's it.
let me ask a question. Because if you would have asked me, I would have said that this, what I would just, I swear I would have said this was a physical piece. What went into creating this piece of art?
I did it in Procreate mainly. Nothing else, just Procreate. So it's all digital. I sketched. Um, I have my reference was actually I have two previous artworks of similar same style. So like you see a face there. So I adapted the same face from I got that face from the other artworks, and then I just like whatever comes to mind on whichever day I was working on it, like whatever my mood was, I'd add some things. So everything's just in Procreate.
Yeah, no, and it also kind of looks like it goes from night to almost from day to night.
Yeah, the
Right?
night on. Yeah, there's the nighttime, the daytime. There's like flowers, nature around, and I don't know if you see that head, something like a little child's head near the face. So it's like connecting a mother and a child as well.
Okay.
All the nature, like flowers, and then there's a circle there, like symbolizes the world. So we are how we're also connected with the world. How we're love. We need to love also our surroundings, world, nature, and everything, because all these things is just something that affects us.
I'm gonna say that not only does love connects, but this whole work is connect. Your whole artwork, everything in here is connected, even the way that it was created. What I love, I mean, I love the artwork in itself, but what I love most about it is I like the signature on it. And you'll hear me say that whenever I'm looking at someone's artwork. I love when I see the artist's signature on it. I feel like every artist should sign their artwork. Give me 1 second while I reset these screens back so that we can say goodbye to everybody really quick. Hang on, set. And for someone who never spoke before, you're doing awesome.
Oh, it's a good thing my camera is off, because if you can only see me now, I'm like shaking around to shake off the nerves.
No, you nobody would know. Trust me. So, Zet, really quick, maybe you can let everybody know where they could see more of your art. What's the best way to reach out to you? Is it what's the best way to contact you? Especially if anybody wants to work with you or commission wise. Why don't you give us that information?
The best way is still on X. I'm more active there. Although I have an IG account, but I'm update there more or less. But I'll try to update it more so more of my art can be seen on IG as well. But if you want to connect, X is the best way.
Okay. Really quick before we say goodbye, Zet, because I told you 10-15 minutes moves fast.
Okay.
So for someone who is a first time speaking with us, right? And this is your first show, first space possibly, and then
Yes.
here you are going above and beyond, and you decided to join this little community show. You have a lot of inspiration to say to a lot of people. I think a lot of artists, there's a lot of artists out there. They get very nervous when we approach them as far as a video show or spaces. You're not the first artist that, so a lot of artists are introverts, right? Not extroverts. And they have a hard time you know, coming into this world, you know, talking about themselves, video, everything, right? And then here you are doing your first show, which I am very grateful for. But maybe you can share a couple of words of inspiration now that you had a very successful conversation and displayed your art. Maybe you can inspire a few artists to, you know, yeah, I'm going to let you take it from here. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, simply I'll just say just go for it. Okay. First I was hesitant about speaking in this show, but I just thought to myself, like, you know, what's the worst that could happen? I'm just gonna make a fool of myself. That's the worst. But you know, just go for it. And if opportunity presents itself, go for it. And let's just keep creating. Don't forget to enjoy the process. And always remember, art is first and foremost for our own selves, our own soul, our own healing, our own joy.
Okay.
That's it, Mark.
All right. All right. So, Zet, congratulations on your exhibition. Congratulations on your artwork showing with Super Community 6. And congratulations on your first successful presentation, space, video, you know, whatever you want to call it, conversation. You did great. You can go take a deep breath now. I promised you 10. Yeah, no, I promised you that it would be good, it would be successful, and it would go fast. And believe it or not, it did. Yeah, time is up. So I appreciate you for pushing yourself and going for it. And a very successful little conversation. Thank you very much.
Thank you a lot, Mark. Thank you, Super Community. Thank you, 23 artists, especially Sven, for all that you do. Maybe next time I'll have the courage to, you know, do a live one.
I think it's coming. I think it's coming, Zet. So I would not be surprised at all. You could see the steps, you know, the steps of baby steps. So I appreciate you. And thank you for going out of your comfort zone, especially for the show, for 23 artists community, for the super community, and for the Hour of Power. You know, we all thank you. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right. All right, guys. So, you know, just quick note, really quick. Not everybody is fast to jump on here, right? Not everybody is quick to jump on video, talk, speak. A lot goes into it. And a lot of times, you know, the nerves are involved, especially if this is not something that you're used to. And so the Hour of Power, we always offer the opportunity on these shows to dip your toes. Not a full conversation, but a quick conversation over a piece of art. And, you know, look, next thing you know, you guys might be streaming. So, you know, it's just, you got to have patience, and then sooner or later you start to see a little light. All right, we have Mariella next, who will be discussing her work of art. I think we have her all up and ready. Yes, we do. Okay, Mariella, say hello to everybody. Mariella, you need to come off mute. Ooh, 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 ooh. No, nothing. Are you, okay, quick question. Let me ask you a question. You're off mute, right? Let me just check. Yeah, you're off mute. Okay, so down at the bottom of the screen, there's a microphone. It says microphone audio settings. When you click on the settings, there is a microphone, and you can click on that, and it gives you different options. Are there any options there? Outside of the one option that is probably there? Can't hear you. Shit. Whoop, whoop. All right, we lost her. She's going to come back. All right, guys. What we're going to do right now is we're going to bring up Mariella's piece of art. Hang on with us while we deal with this technical Wait.
Okay,
I
now
hear you.
can
Yes.
yes,
All right.
finally, yay!
Okay. All right. Very good. Hang on. Let me make sure. All right. So, Mariella, welcome to HOP.
Thank you. Finally, I got the courage to be on video.
Well, yeah. Hey, this is a surprise, right? Because yesterday we were testing, and look at this. All right. So let's get going. Mariella, introduce yourself. Tell everybody a little bit about you, and share a yeah. Go ahead. Take it, Mariella.
Yeah, I'm from Venezuela, actually living in Caracas, that is the main capital of Venezuela. And mainly, I have been an artist and designer for many years. So, more than 25. I have done graphic design, web design, installations, uh, stands for companies like petroleum companies, gas companies. I have been working in many fields around design and art. And in the last almost 4 years, I have been in Web3 also, trying to expand my art career and to see if there were greater opportunities to collab and to be exhibit. And yeah, that's basically in summarize what have that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Mariella, quick question. What would you say your what's your what's your style? Is it Photoshop? Are you traditional? Are you physical? Are you more digital? What type of art, or is it everything?
Yeah, yeah. I had always been a mixed media artist, like collage or a lot of Photoshop. I can do it physical and my paintings. I have a abstract painting series, but also I'm working now in figurative abstract paintings in real life. I'm doing that in my time, but mainly I minted Photoshop, digital art, and now a mix of AI with my digital Photoshop work. I never will mint an AI piece that is only AI. So because I'm freak with details, so I need to finish all until I get it's done for me. Yeah.
Okay. Mariella, you want to head over to the computer and bring up your piece of art and maybe talk about it a little bit. Give me a second while I do this and bring this up for everybody. All right. This, okay. Your work of art. Give me a second while I reset the screens really quick. Full art. There we go. Okay. Summer Love, Mariella. Give me a second to bring this up next to you. Okay. All right, Mariella. Your artwork. Where did you go? There we go. Okay. Your artwork, Summer Love, is next to you, and maybe you can talk a little bit about this work of art.
Yeah, that was a collection I created that is called 70s Summer,
Okay.
and that I minted like 2 or 3 months ago in Object. And what I wanted to express was that feeling, vintage feelings of our memories in the past associated with the beach. Although I'm from the 70s, um, I was a little girl and have so many memories when I was child in that time, and try to mix that old film vintage look like faded memories. Many times I work in my different series with the feeling how our memories are distorted in our minds, because we think that memories are like very objective, but in reality are only uh, an evocation of what we think we lived. So for me, trying to explore those feelings about our memories is a way to redraw our life. And many people have great feedback about this collection and this piece that is part of that collection because they felt that I read their minds. I didn't read their minds. We have most of the time similar experience and similar memories about it. And when are happy memories, give you that nostalgic and romantic feeling that everything was better than it was. Because many times we have great memories, but also experiences are hard, like child are screaming or were sick or whatever, but we're trying to focus at the end after a time in the good memories.
Mariella, question. The piece itself, it has a very film noir 70s, that old sepia kind of, that old film feel. Was that the feeling that you were going for with this piece?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to express in that piece and in the whole collection. Yeah, and especially this one is very subtle. The two hands behind a glass in a truck, so you can do with your imagination the rest of the story.
And this work of art, this was Photoshop, digital collage, or?
Was AI and digital collage in Photoshop. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Hang on one second, Mariana, while I move everything back to position. Um, this way we can get. Oh, I gotcha. It's like I knew it was about to happen. Mariella, maybe you can let everyone know for the future, right? Everyone watching, maybe you can let everyone know what's the best way to find or look at more of your art, discover more of your art. What is the best way for people to reach out to you, contact you? Where, as a website, exchanges, things of that nature. How can they learn more about you, your art, and how can they reach out to you as an artist?
Yeah, mainly I'm in Twitter because of Web3. So you can reach me in Mariela Dinardo, my whole name all together. In Instagram, I'm not much present, but sometimes I try to post there. And in the link tree in my Twitter, you can find all the links for all the platforms and everywhere. Since super rare for foundation, marketplace, object, everywhere. So you can find me there.
Okay. Mariella, really quick, for everyone out there, right? I want to make mention, Mariella, that that was some good thinking about coming in and out of the meeting. So sometimes it's the very small things. And as when there's a tech problem, you don't even realize maybe let me come in and out, and everything will start working. So I appreciate you doing that because at that point in time I wasn't thinking about it, and we were testing yesterday. Okay, so this
Was the first thing I thought that could work.
yeah, no.
If I can find the error, so the best way is to begin again. So,
Yeah.
sometimes.
So sometimes, I'm sitting there thinking it's the most complicated thing, and sometimes it's the easiest thing, right? And so, It's a bit of surprise seeing you jump on the show, but I'm glad you did. So, really, before we say goodbye, maybe you could share with everybody, because I wanted to point out that yesterday we didn't have video, and today we have video, and so I'm always excited when I start to see you guys and you guys talk about your art. I feel like you guys are coming out, right? Like you're introducing yourselves and people are getting to knowing you. It's not spaces anymore where, people are hiding behind avatars. Maybe you could share some quick words of inspiration for all the other artists out there, if the artists are watching, anybody maybe entering into the NFT digital collectible world. Maybe you could share some words of inspiration.
Yeah, firstly, as I told you just few times, I have been in video in Web3 and everywhere. So sometimes last time 2 or 3 years ago, a platform that was new made me a whole video or whatever, and that platform died. So the video wasn't out there. So I thought maybe it was great and better not to have video, and also very quiet and no cheerleader and all in all spaces. I don't like to talk much about me, or although I'm the founder of Women Bears, that is a community supporting women in Tesos, and we have done a lot of spaces, but lately, as many are all in the space, don't need much help, So in that way, we didn't do much spaces lately. But it's not my personality. My partner in crime, that is Miriam, she's Canadian, so her language is English, and she's the opposite of mine, and she does all that work as you do, that work. That's why I told you yesterday in the chat that I have to hire you, because for me this is very difficult. And about inspiration, I will say, do what is right for you. I know an artist. I know one artist here in the space for the last almost 4 years. She only posts and mean her work in object tesos. Never in the life have spoke in any space, and she did and is doing really good in self. So for her, she will never be, never. It's not me. This is an Iranian woman, never will be in a space. So do whatever is right for you. And sometimes we are not part of the mainstream or the FOMO or whatever. The most important, and I try to remember myself, that is do what I want to do with my art. Because yes, we tend to keep going with the flow, but many times it's not our fault. So that's all I can say. For me, art is my life. I would like to live from my art. I still don't, but it's getting there. It's getting there somehow. At least I have a lot of exhibitions done since 22, and I'm really super grateful of that. This month, my work is seen in all Belgium thanks to Art Crush Gallery. And just now, a few minutes ago, told me that we will have the exhibition expanding Portugal, Spain, Australia, whatever. So for me, that's is like a dream. I never thought I could be exhibited in so many places, and it melts my heart to see that my art somehow resonate with people here in Web3, in real life. And I hope sometime I can do bigger exhibition or art installations. That is my dream. And thank you so much, really, to all, to Swain, and really, yeah, you are my hero. And now you are my hero too, Mark.
I say, hey, thank you, Mariella. Mariella, I want to say congratulations on your work of art. that has been exhibited with Super Community.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I want to say congratulations on making it through a quick conversation on the Hour of Power, especially this community show. If anyone had to choose to come out and do it on this show, for me, it's a special thing, right? So I love. This is like a good thing. So I just want to say thank you. I want to say
you did it. You did it for all of us. For also Chris, that she didn't want to. Then we all together decided to push forward. And SLT also spoke great. So you did a great job.
Thank you very much. But all the compliments, as is less about me, more about you. It's more about more about you artists out there. So I'm an artist. It's my moment to make you guys shine. So that's what I'm here for. But Mariella, I appreciate you taking the time to come on the show, and especially going outside the boundaries and doing something that you weren't comfortable with. So I appreciate you showing your face and talking to everybody, and I do believe it will pay off. And congratulations on the exhibit with the Super Gallery. And it's for me, it's a great honor for you to come on the show. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Okay. All right. We're a little behind, but that's all right because Mariella had a little bit of a technical difficulty. And so around here, we want to make sure that everybody gets their 15 minutes, especially with these community shows. So I didn't want to cheat her of that. Our next artist up, and I believe I saw her join the live. Hang on one sec. Let me see where we have her. Do we have Chris, or did Chris? No, we lost Chris. Sven, do we have Chris? I saw Chris join, but I'm not sure if she's still here.
No, she left again, unfortunately.
Okay. Are we prepared to speak a little something about her piece of art?
A little bit, yeah. She sent us some text.
Okay.
So while I put my glasses on, my eyes are tired. my bones are soft. I'm old.
All right. Hang on one second. I saw her, and I know she was here for a second, but now that she's not here, let me re-rig. Give me 1 second to bring up her work. Bring you full screen. Bring this full screen. Okay, let me do this. Where is your work of art? There we go. Okay, and then here we go. Okay, so I have. Let's want to make sure I get the right one here. No, there we go. Okay. Okay, so I have her work of art, which is Toxic Love. Give me 1 second to bring up her page. There we go. Okay. Sven, I have her page up. Let me make sure I got everything going. I have her work of art up. Yes. Okay. Go ahead, Sven.
Yeah. So I can read the text she sent us for Toxic Love.
Sure.
Toxic Love was photographed when I studied fine art photography in Southampton 12 years ago. It is part of a collection called Summer Love, where I explore different types of love. This piece is about the dangerous kind of love, the kind that is more like an addiction that keeps us captivated and pulls us away from ourselves. It is a self-portrait photographed in my own house using a remote shutter and a tripod. That's what she sent us. My view is it's such a deep photograph. So it shows some kind of being aware of love, wanted to be loved, and being protected at the same time. So it's part of. I think I don't know Christiane so much very well because she's pretty new at our collective, but it's what she is about. Even if a new submission for On an Island collection start launching tomorrow is the same spirit. It's like be showing distance, but want to be love, want to be near, and everything is very like a not like a it's like a dream or not a dangerous dream, not a nightmare, but it's curious. So it's something you want to know more about the art, and the art is behind it, and that's exactly how I know Christiane. She's in our correspondences we have. It's always short. She's from Norway, that I know. She's an experienced photographer, and her art is always very deep. And as I said, it's a distance and near at the same time. It's yeah.
I could actually jump in here and help out a little, Sven. It's an interesting piece, and the fact that I feel like the face was wrapped and hidden, right? And the title of it, Toxic Love. And a lot of times we get into relationships, and as much as we love the person, so in my personal opinion, when you get into a relationship with anybody, it's you're looking it's a lot. The purpose of a positive relationship would be for two people to lift each other up, right? And here's to let each other know you're beautiful, that you're attracted, things of that nature, right? Positive things. And so sometimes we get into relationships where attitudes don't match up, people's personalities don't match, and they might be two great people. It's just maybe that they're not the best fit for each other. And sometimes when that, it's hard to say or let go or goodbye. Sometimes we get so fascinated with something in our mind that we want to see. We want to be in a relationship so bad that we overlook the fact that some things might not work. But eventually down the road, these things begin to add up, and then people go tit for tat. People have short patience, and then that relationship that once was never is again, and then it starts to fall apart. And then when you find yourself in a relationship like this, you start to feel, I think, ugly inside, because you're not receiving that positive effect from a positive relationship. And so that is a little bit of my take on this work. I feel the fact that she chose to wrap the face and hide the face, we can't see the beauty of this person in this work of art. And so therefore, that this is not hers, obviously. My interpretation of this is that is a very focused piece on the fact that we don't know what's going on underneath that, and that's possibly the way that person might feel in the physical representation. We'd never know this because when you're in a toxic relationship, you wouldn't walk around with something like that on your face. But to be able to, show this in a work of art, for me, that's kind of how I'm interpreting it, right? So that's my little take on this, but a very, powerful piece of art, and sends a message, right? It's a lot of people sometimes focus on beauty, and here we can't see, and we want to see, but we can't see, but, the face has been wrapped because maybe that's what toxic love caused. I'm not sure if you agree, but just my thoughts and my take on it, of this work of art.
Yeah, absolutely do. And as Christiane is said by herself, she's doing a lot of self-portraits, so it's something about her personally. And as I said, even the new submission is about her. That's what I know about her. She's very introverted, but and she's going. I think she's digging in her own emotions to try to show them to offer them the community, the world, and it's a real story behind it. That's what I'm thinking about. And that's how I know her.
Not only that, but it seems to me that she chooses black and white for her main display of art, not much color. Very interesting as far as perspectives and just some interesting stuff. It would have been nice to speak to her. I do see some color photos, but it seems like that black and white seems to take precedent in her art. I just right now I'm showing her page and her work of art. And Sven, I think we're at that point where we can start maybe tailoring back to the community and maybe showing and talking about some of the stuff that we wanted to talk about in the beginning. Give me 2 seconds to re-rig everything just so I can do a brief intro, and then I will bring you up. Hang on 1 second, and then we will talk about everything that we have, and then we will get everybody together to wave goodbye. All right, we got everything set. Yeah, everything's good over here. And double vert. No, full screen artist. Full screen main tab. There we go. Okay, guys. So you guys have now met all the artists, the 6 artists that were submitted to the Super Community Gallery for Super Community 06 edition. And right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring Sven back on. Sven's gonna we're gonna bring you guys to the digital the 23 gallery, the Super Community Gallery 23 artists. We're gonna actually bring you to that little display where all their art is. I know Sven also has a few things that he would like to talk about. And so I'm gonna go back to the computer. I'm gonna bring all this stuff up, but you guys have just heard from the 6 artists that were exhibited through 23 Artists Collective. On that note, we're going to bring Sven back up. Give me 1 second. All right.
No.
Okay. Sven, you are back on screen. Let me bring you back up. All right, I'm going to bring you full guest screen. And I'm going to switch a couple things around. I'm going to bring up my camera. There we go. Okay, and then for the end of the show, so you guys can see me, I'm gonna just switch the camera here so you guys can check me out, so you don't feel like I'm not talking. You're not talking to a chair. Okay, Sven. Now I know there was a few things that you wanted to talk about specifically, and now that we have made our clock and our time, and we are, we stayed on schedule. You now have the time to speak about a few things. Now I have links here. I'm going to open up your web. The first thing I'm going to do is open up I'm going to start with your website next to you. So
okay.
Let me bring this up. Okay. All right, Sven. We have your. Let me take this off. Full art screen. There we go. All right, Sven. We have your website next to you. And we also have a couple of other links. And yeah, man, it's your time to shine. I'm just going to sit here, and I will bring up stuff as you need, but take it from here.
Yeah, thank you, Mark. I see me better now with the dark ads outside. The brighter I shine, it seems. Just kidding. Yeah, it's important to be shown for the artists, not only on Instagram or on Twitter or whatever. That's why I've built up the website, and it's a home of our collective. It's not finished yet. We announced our collections over there, as you can see, and announcing the new ones, and showing our partners. We have many partners from the gallery in New York, Brooklyn. Our artists can use the Avita and New York studios. Our partner is Aguilar, the NFT and art magazine, and Token Frame, GM Billionaire, and The Hack. And that's why how Christiane and some other artists joined us, because we made a open call at The Hack it was their idea. We made 2 open calls over there. The first one was for the last drop that 2 artists were able to show in our catalog. Part of our catalog we bring out for every or each drop, and then we made an open call with the Haag for onboarding new artists. GBR is one of them, and as I said, Christiane and some others too. And it's important for us to that the collective works together with different partners. But not all, we don't get any money from them. That's not what we want. We just want to build up a good and prosperous relationship between our partners and us. Our artists mainly benefit from. That's the idea, and of course it's always a part on our website. To come back to the website, but I'm working right now on pages for each artist, individual pages to show their art, to show their submissions for our drops or whatever. We made a small switch because for the first 3 collections have been dropped by my bunny, by my Crypto Rabbits account, Emon Object. And since this drop or upcoming drop, we switched, we opened up our own account on Object, the 23 artist account, and it's the first time, and we will do for the upcoming collections, individual collections on Object too. But the art the web page should be our heart and should be used to announce each artist and then to show their submissions mainly.
I'm just scrolling through the artists now. I know that you had also sent me a link to Times Square, but there's also tomorrow, November 14th. Isn't there? You've mentioned a few times that there's something going on tomorrow. And
tomorrow.
Go ahead.
Sorry, tomorrow is our drop, as I said, on the island, our next collection. We will show 60 artworks because not every artist was able to participate. Everybody's a little bit in a hurry. All artworks are minted already, but will launch automatically at 11 a.m. EST tomorrow, together with our launch space. I can invite everybody who's listening now to have a look at our X account. There you see the launch space. It will be, as usual, a lot of fun. It's not mainly just talking about art. Of course, the artists will or some artists will offer the artworks and talk about it. But it's more entertaining to bring our partners in, to have special guests and doing some live music. We have live music performances and a quiz show by one of our partners, GM Billionaire. It's a lot of fun. It's more about fun to celebrate the launch of our next collection on the island tomorrow, 11 a.m. Be there, be square.
Where is now? This is Times Square, Sven?
Let me look. I can't see it.
Is this the? Yeah, I was gonna say you did send me the link to that camera. But what I am doing right now is I am flicking through the Adobe on an island.
That's the catalog. As I said, we bring out a catalog for each drop to show to show the artists with their bios and of course with their submissions for that particular drop. And I think it's good to show the story behind our collection, not to talk a lot about our collective by itself. And it makes it easier to show our supporters what we are doing, what the people can expect, and the QR codes linked to the object pages of each artwork. We are doing a lot of work behind the scenes to promote the artworks and the art is as good as possible, as professional as possible. It's my job and it's my duty to show my respect to each art and each artist.
Hey, Sven, are you the one responsible for this catalog?
Yes.
You did an amazing, Sven. You are an artist, which you might consider yourself an artist already, but I look at you as a community leader. You did a great job with this.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you so much.
Yeah, phenomenal job on the website. Great job on the catalog. Now that I'm flicking through it and looking at it, really good job on bringing attention. But the layout, with you, my biggest question is what's in the fish tank. But now I have so many more
Fish.
I want to know what's back there. I want to know if it's saltwater, freshwater. You have angels, Oscars. I want to know what's going on in that tank. But now that I see this, I have so many more questions. And I see so many great artists and friends that I've known from spaces. And just flicking through this, the videos, wow, man, you did a great job with the QR codes, the layouts. And even the videos play, which is, great job with this.
One artist is still missing, but he's always missing. He's always late. but it's okay. I know him very well.
That's artists, man. You gotta,
I'm texting a lot with him on WhatsApp, and I know he's busy too, and had some private problems over there in his home country.
I'm an artist, and I know how I behave, and I know artists are so caught up in their creativity. Introverts, believe it or not, I was not quick to agree to doing a live show. But my friends kept saying, "Oh, you're great at this. You're great at this." And here we are, 8 years later, I get to talk to artists, and now I kind of used to this. You know what I'm saying? Experience, right? So I guess
artists could drive me crazy sometimes, but that's the way it is.
We used to run we had a little community back about 15 years ago where I represented artists. It was called Eye Shocker. And we had about 3 or 4 artists. You on your website have a lot of these. Would you say almost 64? Did you say 64 artists?
65 artists right now.
So I had a crazy time with 4 or 5 of them. I can't imagine what that is like, but I am flicking through. We got to the end of this. I did want to show your website one more time. Sven, is there anything? I have your object up of all of the artworks that our 23 artists have on your object. This is something that I did want to talk about. I was interested in why you did choose object and Tez. Maybe you could just 11/11, y'all. Everybody make a wish. 11/11. I was just curious. Why did you choose? There were so many platforms. Why Tezos and why Object? I happen to think Object is one of the best exchanges and platforms out there. But why?
Mainly, or firstly, we discussed internally where we want to draw up on Polygon or on Tezos or on ETH, but I know the differences between the social difference between each artist, because some of them they can't afford the gas prices or whatever, and for me personally, it would take too much money out of my pockets to pay the gas prices to mint on ETH. So, but more because we are talking a lot, and they voted for Tezos, and Tezos is just a nice, kind, and very supportive marketplace. The community is so great, and every Tezos Tuesday they cheering out each Tezos artist is supporting each other or other artists, and yeah, it fits like a glove to our collective in my mind right now. Maybe we will change that in the future. We will see, or we will discuss it internally in our collective, and yeah, the majority will decide.
So I mean, I applaud this decision because I think this is one of the most, if not the stablest exchange that kind of weathered the storm of all the exchanges. Interesting how that all worked out as far as Tezos and Object, right? Because I mean, in the beginning, there were so many different platforms. But Object seemed to maintain its activity through easily through the bull, but the bear as well. And yeah, a lot of people. I love this site. I think it's one of the best platforms. And so yeah, I applaud this choice. Times Square. I do have the Times Square camera up. When can people see this in Times Square?
Twice an hour on every 13th and every 34th minute. They had some technical issues today, and it started with a delay, but it looks brilliant. I haven't expected it. It's our first time to show something like that in Times Square, and just shows our
shit,
development.
You're playing right now.
Hey!
Oh man,
Yeah.
talk about perfect timing. Yeah, you play. I just saw it. Yeah. Congratulations. I just saw your. I just saw the trailer that was on the website play on. All right, awesome.
I made some small changes there because of the quantity of the artworks and artists, but at the end, of course, there have been some artists. Oh, I wanted to be shown there, and every artist should be shown there, but I don't have the money to book an hour for Times Square, so it's not. It's easy to book, but it's a lot of money to pay. But it's okay. It's fine. It's just a mirror of our development.
Sven, I'm gonna say one thing that you know, I believe in the universe. You often hear me say and talk about signs, and you got to pay attention to the signs. I didn't know when this clip was playing. I didn't have any idea, and it just so happened that, you know, usually we do 2-hour shows. We run a little bit over to get a little bit more into the community after the artist goes. I'm clicking on this link. I didn't know what screen, what to expect, where to see it. But as we're sitting here talking, the thing is playing, and I caught the tail end of it. And so, my friend, that's a sign, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
However anybody wants to take that. But here it is playing on a live stream, and I'm sitting here like, where is it? What is it? And, you know, it's just so happened that, you know, none of this was planned, right? Because this is all live.
It's a great time. It's a great timing today. So we are so appreciate your support and on the opportunity we have talking to you and to your community. It's amazing, and it just shows that how big the Web3 community is and how supportive it is. And it's like a big puzzle coming together. Like all the 65 artists we have in our collective right now, they're coming together right now and fit together, and step by step they see together we are stronger, not on working on our own.
So, Sven, what I'm going to do right now is I am going to bring up your super community gallery for everyone to see. And here I am right here. And while I do this, and while I display your little 23 artists exhibit on the Super Community Gallery, what I would like you to do right now is let everybody know how they can reach out to you. What's the best way to contact you? What's the best way to, you know, if an artist wants to apply and be part of this, how does it all work? Let everyone know.
The easiest way is to visit our X account, 23 Art Collective, or visit my Rabbits Crypto. It's twisted a bit, my Crypto Rabbits account, or every 2 weeks, Chris and Epic, one of our members, they are doing spaces, just talking about art or talking about our collective a little bit or different issues of the art community. Follow our account, our X account, and join our spaces every 2 weeks. Normally, if we don't decide otherwise, sometimes if we switch it, it depends on if we find a topic. But normally every 2 weeks on Wednesday, right, Chris? Yeah, on Wednesday we do spaces.
Okay. They can
And
find.
and
Go ahead, go
sorry
ahead.
to interrupt you.
No,
And
go.
we do our open calls very soon again on Hack and on X again to onboard new members. But one day we're gonna stop for joining new members or bringing up new members.
Okay. What I'd like to do now is, you know what? I have to do an outro. I have to do an outro really quick to the show. So I'm gonna do that now, but it'll be 2 minutes, and I'm gonna jump back on here. And then what I would like to do is I don't know what song you guys picked. If you chose a song to go out on, but that song itself, I don't know if you have any musicians or anybody that you'd want to, bring attention to, or if you just want to pick a song in general, that's up to you guys. And then what we are going to do is I'd love to close on that little trailer that is on your site for your project that's dropping tomorrow. And then I want all you guys to come off mic and say goodbye. So give me 2 minutes to just do an outro real quick to the show. And let's see. And then I will be right back to... So while I do that, you guys can figure out that song and drop that link inside the chat. Thank you. Okay. All right, guys. So you had a chance to meet the 23 Artists Collective, their community. That is our show for today. What a wonderful chance to get to meet Sven, who is the community leader, and also to speak with their 6 exhibited artists that took place part of the super community. You guys got to hear from all the artists themselves, a little bit about their art, who they are, and their artworks. We do this every Wednesday. This was not a planned show. This was never part of the HOP plan. The HOP is Mondays and Fridays. We showcase and focus on artists. And so, Sketch and Shira and the super community had approached me. They said that they had an idea for a show, and they wanted to know if we could possibly pull this off. First time I heard it, I said, I don't know. This sounds like a lot to fit into 2 hours, but we can try. And so here we are on our 6th show with 23 artists, and another successful show, in my opinion. I hope all you guys out there enjoyed it. I think I'm starting to enjoy these shows more than I do the conversations on Monday and Friday. It's just that these shows move so fast. There's so many things involved in these shows, so many artists and so many people take place in these shows that I thank you guys. Sometimes we have technical issues, and but I appreciate for everybody signing in and watching and taking part, dropping comments, sharing the show. So don't forget, I'm gonna do a little thing right now. So I'm on Drip, and I have minted their show graphic for the show. So if anybody's interested in picking that up or grabbing it and supporting the show, supporting 23 artists over on Drip, you can find their graphic for the show over on Drip. It's a common, so you could just secure it. And we do that for every graphic of every show from here on out. On that note, guys, I want to thank everybody for joining in, saying hello. I'm going to say goodbye to you guys now in the comments. This is our 2nd show on IG. So appreciate everybody over there for their time and their patience. It's a work in progress. It's a whip taking place over on IG. So I want to thank all the artists for being part of this right now. I want to thank Sven for making this a very successful show and having patience. And I want to thank everybody for doing the tests. There might have been an AI show today, but it's not today. We're going to move it to next week so we could plan it a little bit better. It'll be, I'm pretty sure, well, you know what? I think Fa Vidal will be doing a AI show, and I also think that Anna will be doing an AI show. She will be back to teach on AI. We'll be learning about drip, and then Fa Vidal will be teaching us a little bit about watercolor. So those shows are in the works and coming up in the future. AI Art Intelligence takes place on Wednesdays, normally after this show. And then the end of the week, Friday, we have the Moon Mars project coming on. So that's going to be interesting. Art going to the moon. And so we're going to have the creators of that project come on and talk about that. I believe that's Paladin and Johannesburg. So they will be coming on and talking about that, the Moon Mars project. So a little excited to learn about that. Art going to the moon. And then, of course, you guys know on our space with hosts Alina and Sun, Don's son will be hosting our space after that on TJIF, which is a no shill, but we just chill. It's a bunch of friends and everybody is welcome. There is no pressure in that space. Just a bunch of artists hanging out, enjoying the end of the week, motivating each other, and it's just a good time. So I invite everybody to join that. On that note, that concludes the week and that concludes the show. And we're going to go out on a song. We're going to say goodbye to everybody who is left in the meets. We're going to get them to wave goodbye. We're going to play out, and we're going to do that now. So thank you very much, and I appreciate y'all. Let's get back over here, and let's bring everybody up. All right. Let's go full art. Yeah, there we go. All right. Let's get full art. All right. All you guys, it's that time to come off of the microphone. You guys are all allowed to make noise now. Let's see who we got. All right. Hello. This is your moment, guys, to wave goodbye and say goodbye. Sven, do we have a song?
Yes, we have. We're gonna play tomorrow in our intro. We start every launch space with the intro about for 7 minutes or 7.5 minutes with 2 songs, and one of these songs is Placebo, Too Many Friends.
Okay. Is there a link, or do you want to play it?
I send you a YouTube link if it's okay for you.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah. Where, did you send it in the? Why am I not seeing
the chat? Yeah, on the.
You sent it in the chat.
Well, but not on X, on this chat here.
Oh, on this chat. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. All right, here we go. All right, hang on. Let me bring this track up. Okay, what do we got? We got 3:35, and then you said there is a second one, or no?
No, the second one is tomorrow. It's I forgot the name. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I want to make sure I got everything prepared. Okay, guys, you're all off mic. It's time to wave goodbye to everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much.
See you tomorrow, hopefully, at our launch space, 11 a.m. EST. Be there.
Woohoo!
Okay, it's that part where you guys can take a deep breath and be happy about the fact that you put on a very successful community show.
Yeah, thank you so much, Marc, for the opportunity. We appreciate it a lot, and to give us this opportunity. You're doing a great job, a fantastic job, and keep it on. Much love, brother.
Thank you, Sven. Thank you, guys. I can't do it without you guys. the show. Believe it or not, I'm more thankful about you guys than I am about anything because the show was sitting over on Facebook doing absolutely nothing. And it wasn't until I made it over here into spaces and the digital collectible communities and the NFT community, I started meeting everybody. And I said, I see a use for it. You know, I see a use for the show. And, 6 months ago, we started up. We had, I had very good friends in the space get the show rolling, and here we are. And at least I feel like I can bring something to the community, right? And so
absolutely, you're fantastic, and as I said, we appreciate a lot and support you. If you need the help of 23 artists, just let us know. We are here for you, and you're always welcome.
Thank you, Sven.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Everybody, I'm waving goodbye. We're waving goodbye. We're going to start the track.
Thank you.
All right.
You.
Thank you.
All right, let's go.
My computer thinks I'm gay. I threw
All right,
that
guys.
piece of junk away on the shore.
Let's go to the super community here. I'm going to bring this
I
up.
was
I'm
walking
going to open this up.
home. This is my last communique.
Bring up their website. And let's bring
Down the
this up.
superhighway. All that I have left to say in a single tome. I got too many friends, too many people that I'll never meet and I'll never be there for. I'll never be there for, 'cause I'll never be there. If I could give it all away, would it come back to me someday? Like a needle in the hay, or an expensive stone. But I got a reason to declaim. The applications are to blame for all my sorrow and my pain of feeling so alone. I got too many friends, too many people that I'll never meet and I'll never be there for. I'll never be there for, 'cause I'll never be there. Too many friends, too many people that I'll never meet and I'll never be there for. I'll never be there for, 'cause I'll never be there. My computer thinks I'm gay. What's the difference anyway? When all the people do all day is stare into a phone. I got too many friends, too many people that I'll never meet and I'll never be there for. I'll never be there for, 'cause I'll never be there. Too many friends, too many people that I'll never meet and I'll never be there for.
Guys, next show.
I'll never be there for, 'cause I'll never be there. I'll never be there. I'll never be there. I'll never be there. I'll never be there.
I want to thank everybody real quick for dropping in the box and saying hello. I forgot to say hello to you guys. Tarani, Samin, Manik, Sketch. I see you guys in there. Link by Art. I see you guys in there. Yasmin, Bahar, Brown. It's good to see all you guys jump in. Thank you for being part of the show. I appreciate it. DJ and Mike, Mr. Bain. A lot of love for the 23 artists. It's good to see all you guys. See you guys next show. Till then, peace.